In science, if you make a claim, you have to provide evidence that is directly proportional to the greatness of that claim. So, in essence, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So if I provide you with the interpretation, based on the information that I've given you so far, that the bites on mosasaur skulls result from combat between males, would we call that overinterpretation? Yeah, that's definitely overinterpretation. I haven't gone through the scientific process with you yet. So the scientific process is something you probably all learned in school, and it probably looks a little bit something like this. It's pretty simple. Make an observation, develop a research question, read about what has already been published on that, form a hypothesis, conduct your tests, and interpret whether the results support or contradict your hypothesis, then communicate your results. That is, in essence, the scientific process, but in the professional field of science, we do a lot more. It's actually quite exhaustive. It involves looking for funding. It involves making it through peer review and doing conflict of interest statements, et cetera, et cetera. This can take years, and for me, so far, it has taken 2 years, and only one of my 3 papers is actually under review so far. I still have yet to submit 2 more. So it's very exhaustive, and it's very exhausting because of how rigorous it is. That's why it's not fun when we get people who have never actually studied your topic doing this. I'm not fond of that. And that is because usually it is not based on a lot of information. They do have one point, though. Science is imperfect. And what I mean by that is that we are always building on our knowledge. You'll hear a lot that, like, well, they used to say this, but now they say this. It's not that science lied to you or even necessarily was outright wrong. It's that we got more information and we built our interpretation. But the problem is, we will never reach the point where we know everything. And the reason for that is that every time we answer a question, a dozen more come up. And that's how it'll always be. We'll never run out of questions to ask, but that's part of the fun of science.